Vice President Leni Robredo again criticizes President Duterte's drug war in a recorded video message. This video message will be shown at the annual meeting of the United Nations Commission on Narcotic Drugs in Vienna, Austria tomorrow. Robredo said the drug problem cannot be solved by bullets alone and that it should be treated as a complex public health issue linked to poverty and social inequality. She also cited supposed police abuses in drug operations. CNN Philippines asked the Vice President's office to give details on this Palit Ulos scheme. The Vice President's staff said they are still coordinating with their legal team. The National Police is asking the Vice President to be specific about this scheme.
Hiniling po ng Malacanang kay Vice President Leni Robredo na pag-aralan ng mabuti ang datos kaugnay ng kampanya ng Duterte administration laban sa illegal na droga. Sinabi ito ni Presidential Legal Counsel o Presidential Chief Legal Counsel Atty. Salvador Panelo kaugnay ng gagawing pagpresenta ng Vice President ng kanyang online video message sa annual meeting ng Commission on Narcotic Drugs. At ay sa kalihim, hindi lamang ito misplaced kundi unfortunate. Kabilang sa tinukoy nito na hindi dapat ituring na extrajudicial killings ang 7,000 umano'y casualty sa kampanya ng illegal na droga dahil maliit na porsyento lamang dito ay lehitimong police operations at karamihan ay ang tinatawag na silencing operations ng mga leaders ng drug mafias. Kinontra rin ng palasyo ang report na hindi napagtutuunan ng pansin ang pagkilos para labanan ang kahirapan. Sinabi ni Atty. Panelo na may mekanismong inilatag ang Duterte administration ng programa kontra kahirapan at kasama pa rin dito ang pagsugpo sa illegal na droga.
No, we can only appeal to the Vice President's sense to study more and to listen more to what is the reality on the ground. It is not true, as she stated in her video, that this is the result, the extrajudicial killings are the result of police operations. Not necessarily true. Some of them, yes, but most of them are coming from the infighting between the members of the syndicate, because the other side want to silence those who surrendered, and those who surrender want to defend themselves. That's why there are more extrajudicial killings resulting from that rather than from the police operations. Now, with respect to, according to her, that the administration concentrate more on the war on poverty, again, I think the Vice President has been misinformed. This administration precisely is bent on lifting the state of economic want of our countrymen. And in fact, the Anti-Poverty Commission, when we met the other day, has even geared a total of 50 billion pesos in order to determine exactly what this commission will do to help the poor.
Nais ng Philippine National Police na linawin ni Vice President Leni Robredo ang aligasyon nito tungkol sa umano'y palit-ulo scheme ng pulisya. Una nang sinabi ng Vice Presidente na hinuhuli umano ng PNP ang kamag-anak ng mga drug personality kapag nabigo ang mga ito na madakip ang mga suspects sa kanilang listahan. Git pa ni Robredo, nagsasagawa rin ng warrantless search ang pulisya sa urban poor areas. Ayon kay PNP spokesperson Jonardo Carlos, hindi sila kailanman nanghuhuli ng mga taong wala sa kanilang drug list.
There's a update on DUI, we send it to you. Kung na-identify, ay nasasaan natin, na ibibigay natin dun sa ulat na itong kasong ito ay ang perpetrator o ang motibo ay personal grudge, hindi naman konektado sa laban sa illegal na droga. Nagiging using the figure to represent something which is not really the entire sitwasyon. Sana na tama yung pag-uulat at nagiging basihan. Sana po itama na tama yung pagbibigay nito mga basis na to para maibigay natin yung totoong sitwasyon.
Sir, ibig sabihin, ako, upon hearing what you're saying, tama ba yung nakukuha ko sa sinasabi niyo na your numbers, the PNP data, are being used carelessly by some individuals, by human rights groups,
Well, yun nga,
by
kasi,
the Vice President?
yes, kasi not in the video, no? But the same number again was mentioned. Ang sinasabi natin dito ay they keep on saying that number. Pag tinanong natin ano yung saan nakalap, saan nakuha itong numero nito, may nagsasabi na ito ay galing sa report ng DUIs at mga napapatay sa loob ng police operation. So, kung sinabi mo 7,000 yan at merong 24 specific case, sana nga ho natitingnan na papagtulungan na makita kung may talagang paglabag at mapasagot yung lumalabag sa panuntunan o regulasyon o sa batas. At hindi diretsyong sabihin na yan ay yung kabuuan ng buong pambansang pulisya. Yung ganong estilo ako.
Kumbaga sir, kulang or mali ang paggamit sa mga data ninyo?
We hope that they present more specific on their data. Kasi if you look at the different reports, it will always say over 7,000, over 7,000, over 7,000. Iba-iba ang nagsasabi niyan. Pag tinanong mo ngayon na ano na itong mga kaso nito, yan yung inuulat ninyo when we check on your report on the different DUIs, so sa amin ang gagaling at yung napapatay. Ibig sabihin, nagagamit yung data na binibigay namin sa inyo at iba naman yung presentation. At yun na nagiging basihan para sabihin na may extrajudicial killings. So, medyo sa amin, ito ay mga kaso ng murder na patuloy pa ho natin iniimbestiga. Kami pa ho ay nagpapatuloy na nag-iimbestiga. Mayroon ho tayo naging breakthrough, 1,600 plus. At patuloy ho natin aalamin kung ano na yung estado ng ibang mga kaso na dapat ay yung patuloy na iniimbestigahan. So hindi pa ho tapos yung pag-iimbestiga, nagkakaroon na ho ng tag na ito ay extrajudicial killing. Sana po ay matingnan namin kung ito ay tutugma sa requirements ng AO 35 at kung anong pwede namin ikaso. Kung may nagkamali, again, alamin natin at sila ay panagutin sa pagkakamali na gawa. Specific. Hindi yung sasabihin ito yung normal o kaganapan sa buong organisasyon.
Sir, may intel report na hawak si Panelo linking diliwa sa drug rate. Galing ba sa atin
I have not seen any of such reports, so hindi ko po sasagot ng tama yung kung meron.
So, ano ba tayo si Pianza?
Hindi ko rin masabi kasi kung may nakita po kung I'm authorized to look at that classified information and I'm authorized to be able to tell to the public, then I will do that.
Sir, sir, are you encouraging yung mga grupo or for example yung office ng Vice President to conduct their own investigation pagdating sa sinasabi na nila na killing sa bansa? Are you encouraging them?
Well, we hope that we could help.
Kasi parang hanggang lumalabas sir, yung nilalabas yung data, ipinupukol din against sa inyo di ba? Parang ganun yung lumalabas.
Well, if they have the different source, then let us know. Kasi extrajudicial killings ang sinasabi nila eh. Sana ho ay kung hindi man nila nagagamit yung datos na aming nire-release sa ng mga insidente ng pagpatay na naganap, ano yan? Kaya nga, when you remember when I asked na anong naging basihan of the report, they say the 24, they look at the 24 cases, we have our age round that they can work with, maimbestigahan, mapanagot kung mayroon yung pagkakamali. At yun lang ang request namin, wag i-generalize na ito yung, when can we say that it is a general being practiced by all? What is the right number? Yun, bago natin sabihin na ito ay sanction ng gobyerno o sanction ng organisasyon. Let's be more specific sa ano.
Sure, yung halimbawa, may posibleng mga nag-file na kaso sa mga police, like what I asked you yesterday. So you encourage those parang filing of cases against police kung sakaling pinakita silang violation sa conduct of the election.
Yes, that's the only way we can check really if mayroong pananagutan yung pulis. Kasi kami po, bawat isang insidente na na-involve po yung aming pulis at mayroong pong paggamit ng baril o may nakatay, nandiyan po kagad ang internal affairs. They would really have to look at these cases. Kasabay niyan, nagsasagawa rin ng investigasyon yung police station na nakakasakop kung saan nangyari yung krimen. So kung halimbawa, involved po yung pulis sa isang insidente, yan po na-investigan na po ng internal affairs. Yung internal affairs, they have an update, no? Makaramihan ng mga insidente ito ay wala hong maling ginawa yung ating kawani o yung ating kasamang pulis. There is regularity in the performance of their duty. There is no violation of any police operational procedure. And the situation happened because of the danger presented before the life of our peace officer. So yun po, kung may nagkamali, clearly we have reported that there were 2 incidents at not may criminal case. Now they have investigated dun sa kaso ng Superintendent Marcos. Yan sasagot sila. Sasagutin nila. Kayo, maganda ho yun na we presented before a court and then to be determined by a criminal court kung mayroong violation. Ang sa amin lang ho, eh, sana naman ho, hindi rin ho gawin para lang po harasin naman yung pulis natin na nagtatrabaho.
Borden, Executive Director of the DRCNet Foundation, Marco Perduca, former member of the Italian Senate, Chito Gascon, Chairperson of the Commission on Human Rights, Alison Smith, Legal Counsel and Director of International Criminal Justice Program, No Peace Without Justice, all the other sponsors of this event, ladies and gentlemen, a good day to all of you. We are heartened that the issue of extrajudicial killings in the Philippines today is being discussed in an event such as this. To know that the international community's eyes are on us and to feel that human rights advocates are watching over our country gives us comfort, courage, and hope. It is already February 2017, and the body count due to drug-related killings keeps growing. We are now looking at some very grim statistics. Since July last year, more than 7,000 people have been killed in summary executions. We agree that our people deserve nothing less than a safe environment, so that anyone can walk the streets safely, whether in daylight or at nighttime. But drug abuse should not be treated as one that can be solved with bullets alone. It must be regarded as it truly is, a complex public health issue, linked intimately with poverty and social inequality. As it is, in some areas in Manila where poverty is rampant, residents tell us that communities are rounded up in places like basketball courts, women separated from men, those with tattoos asked to stand in a corner, their belongings searched. People are told that they didn't have any right to demand for search warrants because they were squatters and did not own the properties on which their houses were built. They told us of the Palit-Ulo scheme, which literally means exchange heads, where the wife or husband or relative of a person in a so-called drug list will be taken if the person himself could not be found. Some of those have told us that when there's crime, they normally go to the police. Now they don't know where to turn to. Our people feel both hopeless and helpless, a state of mind that we must all take seriously. This is why the Office of the Vice President supports the rehabilitation of drug dependents. You cannot kill addicts and declare the problem solved. The solution is to design the proper health, education, and psychosocial interventions to prevent further drug use and help them transition into productive members of society. Another challenge is to drum up legal and psychological support for those who may have undergone trauma due to extrajudicial killings. We believe that when the public knows its rights under the Philippine Constitution, when the community is united in this knowledge, our people will be better protected. We must tread carefully on this, however, because in some cases reported to us, Those who ask for a search warrant, for instance, have been beaten and physically abused for doing so. We must all demand greater transparency in the government's war on drugs, because this is a major publicly funded campaign. Our leaders must be honest about the basis of the drug war. What exactly is the scope of the drug problem? Why do numbers about the extent of the problem change, as officially reported to the nation by our president, inconsistent? We believe that any campaign against illegal drugs must be founded on integrity. The public must ask why no one is being held accountable. The public must be watchful. Around 500 complaints have been filed at the Commission on Human Rights and recommended to the Department of Justice for filing of cases. But until now, 7 months into the administration's drug war, no information has been filed. On top of this, there's a brewing problem. Death penalty might soon return, and the age of criminal liability might be brought down to 9. We believe this to be a huge mistake because death penalty for nonviolent offenses violate UN treaties and international human rights norms. Last Friday, a day before the EDSA People Power Revolution's 31st anniversary, we called the President to task on this. On behalf of the Filipino people whose daily struggles are escalating, we asked him to focus on the war that really matters, the war against poverty, instead of just the war against drugs. In a public statement, we asked him to direct the nation towards respect for rule of law instead of a blatant disregard for it. We asked him to uphold basic human rights enshrined in our Constitution instead of encouraging its abuse. We asked him to be the leader he promised to be and evoke in our people hope and inspiration instead of fear. We told him, do not allow the lies to distort the truth. We also asked the Filipino people to defy brazen incursions on their rights. Our people have fought long for our rights and freedoms. The Filipino nation has come so far since our country's darkest days. We are not about to back down now. Thank you all for listening. May you have a fruitful discussion moving forward. The Office of the Vice President is looking forward to deepening this conversation further with you.